We have so many unique regions, so many things to celebrate in Massachusetts. How do we help amplify the great work you're doing in this region, whether that's with dollars or policy shifts? We want to be that partner, and that's part of what Team Massachusetts is all about. So probably our biggest challenge in Massachusetts is the high cost of living. Housing contributes to that, childcare contributes to that. How can we help make investments and policy shifts to develop the type of housing policies we need across the Commonwealth that can reduce the cost of living here? Our biggest outmigration right now in this Commonwealth is not seniors retiring to Florida, although I might aspire to do that sometime. It's actually 26 to 35-year-olds who are finding it really difficult to live here, to purchase a home, to do all the things that many of us in this room had a chance to do. That's one of the reasons we're really leaning in on the housing front. But housing, childcare, trying to be a Commonwealth that recognizes we want thriving families here. We want folks to be able to age in place with dignity and respect. We want to be able to be a place where young people may come here to go to school, but they can stay here and raise a family. And for us, housing is a big piece of that. You'll hear a lot more about that. But affordability, think about how we can make our state more affordable as we think about those sorts of issues. And that's all of us, right? And then equity. And we're not just talking about racial equity, but we know there are impacts in our Commonwealth and disparities that exist, everything from healthcare to education. There's geographic equity. There's large parts of this Commonwealth that sometimes feel like Boston forgot about them. We want to make sure as we think about what's a thriving economy, it means no matter where you live, whatever your zip code is, you have access to opportunity. And that's why we're also primarily focused on where do we make investments, the places we may need to put our thumb on the scale to get the sort of investments and activity that we know you need to have to be a thriving economy and frankly a thriving community.
So we're interested in who visits the Cape, what do they do while they're here, how long do they stay, how much money do they spend, how does that activity vary by season, and other opportunities. So at the Chamber, we've been really diving deeper into the mechanics of this and looking at data sets that will help inform us on this. And in 2022, the Cape's tourism economy generated $181 million in state and local tax receipts, second only to Greater Boston. So we are a revenue generator for the Commonwealth. You know, travel and tourism was the number one impacted industry by COVID-19 across the country. But we did really well. And we did well primarily because we're not a resort community, we're a second homeowner community. 37% of the housing stock on the Cape are second homes. These are people that are vested in this community, and when in times of national distress, a lot of people choose to shelter on the Cape. We saw that after 9/11. We definitely saw it during the pandemic.